Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I've got a bunch of stuff here, so let's have a mailbag. This one's got my address kind of visible, so I'm going to be careful with that. And we have what feels like some connectors. I feel like I've seen these before. These are, I'll rip it out of here. I think these are D-subs. Yep, they're D-subs, but the question is what kind. These are, these are surface mount D-sub male connectors. And so these things are for things like my Atari video joystick tester and the serial ports on the back of those Tandy cards and stuff. So I've used a bunch of these lately, and I decided to get 10 more of them. And I think I got this one from eBay. So real simple. I do like these things. I love soldering. There's something about this part right here. You're filling in like this giant blob of soldering. You just keep shoving it in, and it kind of deals with both the ground and the structural integrity of the thing. So it's pretty satisfying to solder these things onto a board. All right, on to the next one. I think this might be the same supplier. Let's see here. We have some headers. These are they 40 or 34? These are 24. So what are they? Oh, I'm gonna have to count them, aren't I? I think these are 40 pin headers. Let's look at this for a second. Yeah, that's a 40 pin header. So that is a shrouded 90 degree, I think. Yeah, 90 degree female or male header for going on the end of a card. And I have a feeling that we're gonna see that card sometime later in the video, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna set these aside. I do like using these actual connectors because they have the key on top, so I don't have a ribbon cable handy, but when you plug in the ribbon, you know, you're guaranteed it's going in there the right way. The other thing it stops you from doing is if you put this a little bit to the side and you accidentally like miss that end set of pins, it's really easy to, you know, shoot the set of pins over to the side. So with this, you get a lot more positive feedback that you're putting the cable in the right way, the right direction, and it's good. And I think this looks like maybe 20 of them, something like that, 20 or so connectors. So got a bunch of those. Let's go for the next one. All right, this is more traditional stuff. We've got some a lot of China stuff coming in. Oh no, of course I say that. Now this is not China. This is Amazon, and we have the Fire Stick 4K. I've been slowly but surely upgrading my Amazon Fire Sticks to the 4K ones. I think they have, they're just faster. I don't really know how to describe it, so I don't really care about the 4K part of the picture. But overall, I'm positive they have to have more RAM on them and stuff like that because they're definitely just more responsive. And so I've also noticed that the other ones, the voice feature was so bad I basically never used it. But when I have the ones with the blue dot up here, I can actually talk to it and just tell it what I want it to find, and it does a pretty good job. So this was $25 on Prime Day, so about half off, and I think it's worth every penny. I think it's worth every penny at $50. To be honest with you, these things are great. Although I don't like that Amazon kind of pushes their own, I don't want to say agenda, but on your home screen. I wish you could just choose what you want on the home screen, but they're just going to advertise to you whatever they want to advertise, and that part kind of sucks. But overall, as a device, it's really good. But that is not all I got. I got something I've actually wanted to have for a long time, and I thought I had one. I realized it wasn't what I thought it was. This is a an AV to HDMI. So you put in these yellow, white, and red things, and you come out with HDMI, and it does some upscaling. Now, I'm not really expecting anything awesome out of the upscaling part of it, but you can upscale it to 720p or 1080p. And the main thing, there's two things I want this for. One is in the event that I need to record some vintage stuff. I'm not going for absolute top quality. I'm not like a Twitch streamer. So if I want to record something, I can use my standard HDMI capture to record it if I'm upscaling it through this thing. The second thing is that on my mission control desk over there, I have a front mount HDMI port. So what this would allow me to do is to hook up anything RCA to that and upscale there. So if I've got something like, you know, an old Atari or something and I want to hook it in, I can just plug it right in the front through this adapter box, and it will let me play it over there on the mission control. So these things are about about $9. They range from $9 to $17, and they're all basically the same exact box. But this is kind of the one that seemed to have the best, price performance ratio. So this one was like $9 and had really good reviews overall. So I just, went with it. None of them are perfect, but for the price, you really can't complain. Let's see. We've got one of those, what feels like a combined package over here. So let's slice it gently. Are they all the same thing? This might all be the same thing. Let's see here. We have, okay, let's see. Are they all the same? This is exactly the same, and this is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 10 of these compact flash to IDE adapters, and you'll notice that that is the same connector that's over here. Now, I will be showing you in just a minute why I got these. Now, if these look familiar at all, I put these inside of my Tandy card. In fact, I might as well go ahead and grab the Tandy card and show you what I'm talking about. So these are two cards that I really love. This is one that I made 4 of, and these are cards for the Tandy 1000 EX and HX, and they add 512K of RAM and serial support, as well as this compact flash to IDE adapter that allows you to use a standard compact flash card as a hard drive in a computer that never supported a hard drive. So that's pretty cool to me. But even if you're not into retro stuff, I just think it's kind of cool that this stuff exists, that people are keeping these form factors alive. And while we're here, I'll show you. This is what I was talking about with those serial ports. You just kind of get the flood. This is kind of a big deep hole right here, and you just shove about a foot of solder in there. And so I used up a bunch of them on this, and I have 10 more of these cards I can make. And so one of the things with this stuff, like, it's nice having the sponsorship from PCBWay and all that stuff, but really when it comes down to it, it is not super economically worth building these cards unless you do 10 of them. Really, by the time you start getting into ordering these logic chips, if you're ordering just one logic chip at a time, it doesn't really make sense. So you might as well get 10, and then by the time you get 10, you might as well just buy the couple extra chips, and then you wind up with 10 full cards, even if you wind up selling the extra ones. So that's part of the reason why I have so many of these for one of the cards that I'm going to be making in the future. So I'm going to set this other card off to the side, and we're going to open our next package, and it'll all come together. I didn't realize this was all going to have a theme. I just grabbed the packages, and we'll see. We saw what we got. All right, so next, I was out getting my mail because I saw there were some packages, and when I got back, there was something here from PCBWay. Now, this is not a sponsored video, but, I'll show you what I've been making. I've done a couple videos recently. I've designed my own card and things like that. So, all right, so they sent me some PCBWay stickers. I've still never gotten the PCBWay ruler that everybody else gets. I must not be high enough on the food chain to get the PCBWay ruler. But I did get the stickers, which is cool. They're not 8th anniversary, they're just stickers. Maybe they saw that too many people were putting out 7th anniversary stickers when it was really their 8th. But these two boards that I got here, I'm not going to open them yet. But this is basically, maybe not basically, yeah, so this is a non-surface mount version of this. And so what this is this allows you to put inside of a normal computer, not just a Tandy. You can put this in here and you can put a compact flash in there. The problem is there's a lot of different designs, and they didn't really have a good design that I liked where you could put the card on this side. This is like a customized version of it. So what I decided to do, and I didn't want to do that much surface mount soldering, so what I decided to do was to put the same connector here, and then if I want to, I can actually run a ribbon cable between there. It'll take up a second slot, but I can put a ribbon cable between here and still get the compact flash on this side. In fact, it really, I might be able to fit it in anyway, because it doesn't, like, I don't need any kind of bracket on this side. So I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do with this yet, but I've got 10 of them that I can come in here and add, and I think what I'm going to do is keep this card inside and then run this is the part that I see. I don't know. We'll get to that in a future video. I haven't decided. And this other thing has a very similar form factor, but it is a prototyping card for plugging in these slots, and I definitely have a plan for this, and I'm super excited to see these things. So I think I got about 10 of each of these. Again, it doesn't make sense really to get less than that in terms of quantity. So Wasn't really planning on the more retro themed mailbag, but this is what I got, unless I decided to edit this video later and stick some more stuff in here. But I do want to thank you guys for watching me and my randomness. I love opening my mail on camera. I love talking to you guys in the comments. So yeah, have a great day.